Choosing your frames is hard enough, but then it comes to choosing the lenses, and that can be a minefield. Most people absolutely feel overwhelmed by the choices that are available and the terminology used, but not anymore, because in today's video, I'm going to be explaining exactly how to spec your new prescription lenses for your frames and putting it in simple terms so that you understand what's going to be right for you. So hi, I'm Robert, Style and Vision Consultant here at the Spectacle Factory. It's my job to pair you with your perfect pair of glasses. As I always say, the perfect pair of glasses is a combination of the frames and the lenses. And I guess most people would expect to be guided by the professional, but the problem is that often that guidance doesn't happen. Most of the time you're sat across the desk from someone who's asking you, do you want transitions? Do you want high index? Do you want an anti-glare coating? I think you should actually be educated on what those options exactly mean so that you know what's going to be best. And the first, most fundamental option is the lens type. Generally speaking, you'll be presented with three: single vision, bifocal, progressive. Single vision simply means that you have one focal length in your glasses. For a younger person, that will allow them to see at all distances. For someone over the age of 40, that will usually mean that they're restricted to one distance at a time. Bifocals are becoming less and less popular, but they still exist, and a lot of people still enjoy them. That's where you have a line on your glasses, a physical line, because that will allow you to read and see far away. Progressive lenses are a much more modern version of bifocals, essentially. There are pros and cons to both. For most people in modern life, the benefits of progressive lenses massively outweigh the benefits of bifocals. Progressive lenses have no visible line. Rather than a split of focus from one distance to another, they have a gradual change in the focus as you look downwards. The strength of the prescription increases as you go lower. It means that you can see at every distance, and that's really the main benefit of progressive lenses, also known as varifocals. But what if I told you that those are not the only lens types? There are actually more. There are trifocals, which are just like bifocals but with two lines and therefore three focal lengths. There are office lenses, which are designed specifically for office work, and there are digital lenses, which is what I usually have in my glasses. Those are designed for general use but give you a boost of focusing when you come to look up close, for people under the age of 40 who just need a little bit of support because they're spending a lot of time on their phones, as we all do nowadays. Next up, you have the lens material. This is the fundamental piece of material that your lens will be made from. 99% of the time that's going to be plastic. TR39 is the industry standard for plastic lenses. It gives good optics, it's reasonably lightweight, and it's cheap. You can also get higher index plastics, which make the lenses thinner and lighter, and when opticians are offering you thin and light lenses, what they really mean is a high index lens. Then you have alternative materials like polycarbonate. Now here in Europe, polycarbonate is mostly used, almost always used, in safety glasses, but in places like the USA, that's kind of like the standard, and that's a shame because that is the poorest optical material. It gives the worst clarity looking through it. A much more advanced version of polycarbonate is Trivex, which combines the same properties of polycarbonate with better optics. And my favorite lens material probably is glass. You might be surprised nowadays that almost no lenses are made from glass anymore, but glass still gives the best optics, absolutely crisp, like nothing compares to a real glass lens. The lens material will generally be decided based on your prescription and the frame that you've selected. Sorry to say it gets even more complex, but I'm not really sorry, because it's the complexity, the technicality of the lens design that really can superpower your vision. You see, there are different lens designs within each category of lens type. So let's say you're getting a single vision lens. There are literally hundreds of different single vision lenses. Now they all provide correction for your prescription, but some lenses correct your prescription better than others. And this is a real light bulb moment. If you've not been told this before, it's so significant and it's so important to your glasses choice. Just think of it this way. Imagine you're having your eyes tested with the optician and he shows you one or two. One is better and you say one. Imagine if you had the same option when it comes to the spec of your lens design, because that is literally what is happening. One lens will be clearer than another, and it's another choice, one or two. But most people aren't even given that choice, and I find that really sad. Within each category of lens type, there are different lens designs. Essentially the computer algorithm that is inputted into the manufacturing. Modern day lenses are made using something called freeform technology, and it uses a diamond cutting tool to very accurately correct individual pixels across the lens. Imagine my glasses. Imagine that, every tiny spot across this lens is an individual pixel, and the more advanced the lens design, the better optimized each of those pixels is so that you see better. Now you have the most fun part of the equation, which is the lens tint. And in 2026, I've said this for the last 2 years, in the modern day world, you should not be getting a new pair of glasses without a tint, except in certain rare circumstances. I would go as far as to say that every pair of glasses looks better with a tint. But not only looks better, in the modern world, we are surrounded, and I'm looking upwards because it's the same for my studio, we're surrounded by artificial lighting, and artificial lighting is annoying, like it's intense. Having a light tint on your glasses like I'm wearing now just really helps to tone down that extra stimulation that we just don't need. And it's not just lighting either, it's the busy, fast-paced reality of life nowadays. And it might enhance your vision in certain ways depending on the lens color that you choose. You can have a lens tint of any percentage between 0 and 100%. 100% would mean that you can't see, so you probably don't want to spec that. But you know, sunglasses are generally like 70 or more. Spectacle lenses tend to be 25% or less. My favorite tints are in the mid-range category, like the 40 to 60%. That is where you can have the most transformation in your vision, and that is where you can really like dramatically enhance your look and your style. And we talk about that a lot on this channel, so if that's your thing, make sure to subscribe. And you know what? Even if it isn't your thing, please do subscribe. We don't accept any sponsors on this channel. We're not biased towards any brand, but that relies on you guys supporting us. And so many people who watch these videos are not yet subscribed. And I really think for the free content that we're providing, we deserve that subscription, and we deserve a share if you've got the time. We're so close to 300,000 subscribers, and I need your help to get us over the line. Another hugely popular option nowadays are photochromic lenses. Photochromic is an umbrella term for lenses which go from light inside to dark outside when exposed to UV. But there are tons, and I mean tons, of different brands of photochromic. Transitions is the leading one. That's the one that everyone knows, and a lot of people use the terms photochromic and transitions interchangeably, just like we use Dyson and vacuum interchangeably nowadays. But Transitions is just one brand, albeit a very good one. Other brands of photochromic, such as Sensity from Hoyer, Zeiss Photofusion, which I think is the best, and IoT has a huge range of color options when it comes to photochromic. So that's the point. You do have choice nowadays, and it's not just gray or brown. You can choose photochromics in pink, purple, blue, green, amber, ruby, emerald, the list goes on, and that gives you so much more creativity, not just from a sense of style, but in terms of enhancing your vision as well, because the different lens colors have a profound effect on how you see when you're in bright conditions. Now, photochromic can be combined with a base tint, and having those two options is pretty cool. It's actually very technical to combine the two together. Some brands like Hoyer and Shamir have brought out lenses which are pre-tinted and then darken in the sun, but they are preset options. If you want a full customization where you can choose exactly the tint color and percentage and combine that with any photochromic color, you have to go to IoT. IoT is an independent lens designer, so they allow full customization. A lot of people write to me about other channels showcasing Zeiss lenses, which have both features. But just to be clear, Zeiss do not and have never made any lens which is both tinted and photochromic. The lenses you can buy in the USA, which are so-called Zeiss, are not actually made by Zeiss. They're made by third-party labs who license the Zeiss name for their manufacturing. And I think if it's not actually made by Zeiss, is it really Zeiss? It's like buying a BMW and having it made in a different country. And maybe that is just me, but that is one big reason why a lot of our US clients come to us for authentic German-made Zeiss lenses. And if you're wondering who Zeiss are, by the way, Zeiss is the best lens brand in the world, and it's not even close. If you want the best vision, I would always recommend Zeiss lenses. Last up, if you're still with me, there's one more option to go, and that is the coating. Now, most places you go, they're gonna give you only one option, and that is anti-reflective, or as it's often called, anti-glare. Now, I don't like the term anti-glare because it is a little bit, in my opinion, disingenuous. Anti-glare coatings do not actually reduce glare from the outside environment. They just reduce glare off the surface of the lens, so glare that's caused by the lens itself being reflective. Therefore, anti-reflective is a much more appropriate term because it stops reflections from the lenses. And anti-reflective coatings are beneficial, well, they're beneficial pretty much all of the time. You should always have an anti-reflective coating on the inside of your glasses, no exceptions. But you might not want an anti-reflective coating on the outside. I'm a huge fan of flash coatings. These are semi-reflective finishes which create a kind of mysterious glow on your lens which looks different from different angles. It's kind of an iridescent color. It can look incredibly beautiful, especially when combined with a base tint. Flash coatings also help to reflect harsh light away from the eyes, whether that's outdoors in the sun or indoors with bright artificial lighting. There are also other specialized types of coatings, whether that's blue light filters for screens or drive safe coatings like I'm wearing, specifically for night driving and specifically to reduce glare from oncoming traffic. So this is a true anti-glare coating. And modern coatings can also incorporate things like scratch resistance, waterproofing, oleophobic layers, which means resistant to oil and grease, anti-static treatments, and more. So it is a very important part of your glasses, and now you know. And now you know how to choose every option for your lenses. I hope this video helped. If it did, leave a comment below, and if you have any questions about lens options, make sure to ask me those here too.